Hello.
Hello there.
Shanty-Day number 36.
36. Yep.
Wow. Now it's older than both of us.
It is.
I mean, in
By
days.
Days.
Yeah.
Days to years.
Right.
Ratio.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah. I'm Sky.
I'm Sagan.
We're siblings. And we love sea shanties.
Yeah.
And so we've been coming to you every day with a new sea shanty, and we're here for a while, it would seem, but that's okay because we're trying to keep everybody safe, which is important. And don't worry, we're not going to run out of shanties.
Nope.
There's lots of them.
Yes, there is.
Plenty and plenty of them. And when I run out of ones that I know, I'm sure he knows even more. And then I can learn new ones with you too, which is good. But don't you worry about that. We have plenty of them. Speaking of, we have kind of an interesting one for you today. It's not complicated from a singing standpoint, so a nice, easy one for your Tuesday. I didn't think about what day it was for your Tuesday, but kind of an interesting backstory on it, though, right?
Yes. All right. So this is called the Dead Horse Shanty, and this is a very unique shanty. So in order to to tell you this story, I have to tell you another one. So in order to understand,
relax,
yeah,
grab
I'm
something
not.
to drink.
Oh my God, I'm not going to go on for that long, probably.
Probably.
But so in order to understand the name of it, so horse trading back in the day, they had was pretty cut and dry that if you paid for a horse, that it didn't matter if the horse died 5 seconons after you started walking away. It was yours. The deal was done.
Yeah.
And so this practice, that practice sort of made its way into the phraseology of the day, which leads us to so when sailors would sign on for a ship, they would often get, in fact, actually pretty much always get a month's advance on their pay. Now, smart sailors would use what of that they could for supplies like weather gear and new boots and that sort of thing. But new sailors who didn't really have any idea of what they were getting into would oftentimes spend it and fritter it away.
Look at all this money! I can go buy all the cheese.
Sure, I'm sure some of them bought cheese or whatever it was they wanted.
Came to their mind. I think probably most of us can think back to getting our very first paycheck for something, whatever it was, know, whether it was an odd job or your normal, weekly salary or whatever it is. Remember getting your first paycheck and going, "Oh my God, I have so much money."
Yep.
And then immediately you realize that you don't have so much money. No. But the initial shock and excitement of it makes you feel like that you could go out and buy a mansion and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and so inexperienced sailors would oftentimes spend most, if not all of it, away, so that when they finally keep messing with my eyebrow here, so that when they finally got on the boat, they basically had no money, and then they had to work their first month. They had to spend their first month basically paying off that month's advance that they took. And
without all of the extra supplies and things that some of the other sailors would have.
I was going to say,
they had a rough first month there.
Yeah, well, and back in those days, it was up to the sailors to supply themselves.
Right, they weren't being provided safety gear or
not a thing.
Raincoats or boots or things to keep you warm.
You brought everything that was yours onto the ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you were having a rough first month if you went out and bought lots of cheese instead of boots.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they would be effectively, this brings us back to the original talk about the horse trading, what's called working off a dead horse back in the day, which was basically making up for having no money or spending your money unwisely.
Right.
And so
not only do you have no money, but you have nothing to show for it either.
That's right. Right. That's right.
Yeah.
And so that's where this shanty comes from. This shanty, so there are other shanties, like a lot of those sort of homeward bound shanties would only be sung when the ship was on its way back. It was considered bad luck to sing it otherwise.
Which is part of why some of you requested some homeward bound type shanties. And we've held off on most of them. We've thrown a couple in that are sort of questionable. They could be used in multiple ways.
Right.
We have intentionally held off on those because we're waiting for hopefully when we start to be able to emerge from these things. So I promise they're coming. We haven't forgotten about your requests there. We're just saving them for a more appropriate time.
I've forgotten about them.
He didn't.
I don't even read the comments.
Yeah, it's fine. But
that's wrong. I do read the comments and I obsess over them.
Anyway,
Anyway, and so this shanty was used specifically to celebrate a sailor's first month at sea. And they would sometimes sailors would like sort of put together makeshift horse costumes for this little impromptu ceremony.
Why did we not put impromptu horse costumes
because
together?
Time.
Man.
And also, I don't think we have a whole lot to make horse costumes out of.
We could have figured something out.
Yep.
Maybe.
And they would also they would take like scraps and bits and bobs and whatever they could find along the ship that they could afford to lose and make like little horse effigies and throw them over the side of the ship.
An interesting tradition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Well, we've sort of survived our first month of
thereabouts
sailing here, as it were, a little over, but that's okay. But so it seems appropriate for us and for them. You don't have to dress up in a horse costume unless you want to, which is fine. You go for it, and we would love to see pictures. And if you have little horse effigies that you can be rid of, if you want to toss them out your window or something, maybe we would also love to see video footage of that too.
Yeah, it's on the 5 o'clock news. This spate of horse effigy related injuries.
Yeah, I would be careful about the throwing things out the window. But costumes we would love to see if you'd love to get into that for surviving your first month at sea here. All of us surviving our first month at sea. Anyway, so shall we learn? It's nice and easy, and the lyrics are down below for you.
Yeah. So it's super easy. It's just call and response. There's sort of an A response and a B response. And so the first response is and we say so and we hope so. Then the second response is, oh, poor old man.
So, and we say so and we hope so.
Yep.
Oh, poor old man.
Yep.
Easy enough.
Easy enough.
And again, the lyrics are down below in case you want to follow along with the story about sort of this unusual tradition here.
Yeah. Some of it is talking about a horse, and then they're we'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But sing along, because this is a nice, easy one to liven up your Tuesday afternoon with here.
A poor old man came riding by, and we say so, and we hope so. A poor old man came riding by, oh, poor old man. Says I, old man, your horse will die, and we say so, and we hope so. And if he dies, we'll tan his hide, oh, poor old man. And if we don't, we'll ride him again, and we say so, and we hope so. And we'll ride him till the Lord knows when, oh, poor old man. For 1 long month I rode him hard, and we say so, and we hope so. And for 1 long month we all rode him hard, oh, poor old man. Get up, you swine, and look for graft, and we say so, and we hope so. While we lays on and drags ye aft, oh, poor old man. He's as dead as a nail in the lamp room door, and we say so, and we hope so. And he won't come worrying us no more, oh, poor old man. We'll use the hair of his tail to sew our sails, and we say so, and we hope so. And the yarn of shoes to make deck nails, oh, poor old man. We'll hoist him up to the foreyard arm, and we say so, and we hope so. Where he won't do sailors any harm, oh, poor old man. We'll drop him down with a long, long roll, and we say so, and we hope so. Where the sharks will have his body and the devil take his soul, oh, poor old man. There you go.
What an odd little song.
It is. It's a little weird. It's a little creepy at times.
Yeah. Like you really can imagine this being, the brand new sailor on board a ship
and a sea, and then suddenly you're in sort of this like
Yeah, almost it feels like hazing
equine
or
nightmare.
something.
It really does.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like on one
very
hand,
much.
it's like, hey, good job, kid, you made it through a month, but
Mhm.
also get ready because we are
Sucks.
weird on this boat. You watch out because we are weird sailors. Yeah, very. You can almost see it.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
man. Okay, well, here's hoping that your surviving the month celebrations are not quite that weird, unless you'd like for them to be. If that floats your boat, then you go for it. We've given you certainly some ideas of
Mhm.
how you might do that. But otherwise, maybe do things like, I don't know, make a cake or take a nap or
You don't take a
give
nap to
yourself
celebrate something, but yeah, make
sometimes
a
you
cake.
do. Give yourself a spa day at home.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
that's a nice thing too. Um, whatever works for you to help sort of ease your stress and celebrate the little things that we're able to do here. So we hope you're enjoying your daily dose of weirdness, and also
Yeah,
sea
amidst all this
shanties.
other weirdness.
We always are happy to hear from you, and hope you're doing well. If you need anything, let us know. And we love you, and we'll see you again tomorrow for more shanties. Bye.
Bye.